Good evening, everyone. I wish I could speak in Deutsch, and this presentation I could do, but I think I will try to speak very slowly, and you could interrupt me if there is anything that you want to ask. And please tell me if I'm too fast or you would like to see some image. I will stop. So it's more interactive, I think, and not so formal. First of all, I would like to thank Professor Wettengel and Professor Jan Kulata for having me here, and I think introduce. I'm going to talk. I think I'm bringing a small window of Indian art, which I'm showing you a bit of classical Indian art, because today's talk that I've thought revolves around the whole notion of identity, because the moment you say, oh, she is an Indian artist, is already a category that we think, it's already an identity that I carry. So I thought, as you all know, probably from the news and from the information, that India is, we have multilingual, multicultural country. So identity, in a way, plays a very crucial role, something that binds people together, and is a concept, is a thing of joy. At the same time, it kind of separates people from each other. And you would wonder, how the whole democracy stays together, lives together. There are problems, but at the same time, I think we are, in terms of after independence, we are a young nation, 65 years old. So then it's always a challenge, and it bleeds in all the aspects of our lives. So I think this is something that would come as an underlayer to my work, because I, in a way, express about it. It was very interesting. I again use this whole thing of map. These are very small school maps that you get, and I kind of mapped all the states that I have lived in. So all the dark marks that you see are the states, different states that I have moved in all this while. And as you know, it's very funny, because when I had a show in Neuss, till a point where the border of Düsseldorf ended, I could carry my ticket 2,000. And then the moment there are these 3 stations, which, Neuss city begins, I had to pay like €2.40. And as an outsider, it just gives you an indication of the other, that it doesn't belong to this border. And it's a very small example of how you can get the feeling of the other. It's a very simple example. And in fact, with that same ticket, I came to Dortmund in just €3. So I kept thinking in my mind, what was close and what was far, So these are the small things that one thinks about the other. And when one is moving from state to state, you can imagine how it would be in India too. We speak suddenly a different language and different culture, different food. So constantly when I was moving, I realized that where did I belong? This whole thing of belonging came very strongly at this point. And you see that little black mark is the small place called Dhar in the central India, really in the heart of India. It's called Madhya Pradesh. Madhya means center. So Madhya Pradesh, that's where I was. I think this is the place where I was born. And though I moved, I think I felt that this was the place of my memory. And even if it does not belong to me anymore, but it's the place which is mine, the whole thing of and at the same time, while I was remembering it, I was trying to forget it at the same time. Now here I show you with a small arrow is my great-grandfather probably who bought. Now I would tell you about this project, about this ancestral house that I did. So he was a veterinary doctor in the state, the state of central India, and who bought that house. And there was this local painter who painted his painting, an oil painting that I saw in the house. This is now a dilapidated property which is really run down. And you see that little painting. And probably that was my very, very early introduction to what you call art. That was my real museum. And that's all I think I lived, I took in. And so I became like a documenter, I pulled out all the images from cupboards and as archives. And that's my mother, and a space, I really pulled out all the images from different generations. Nearly 5 generations lived in that house. And that's the house you see. Now they've just cemented and it's kind of stays. So it was essentially revisiting the entire memory of living and of lot of these stories that you do not want to speak. You could only think. There were these underlaid things of family, about history, about times. I wanted to place it with the time of pre-independence, because it was bought pre-independence time. And a lot of people who left, did not took, there are still the traces of their objects that they used. This was a small thing that they used to keep all the bills, and it was still there with all the dust. And so for me, it became very interesting, like a memory installation, So here, this was one work I did in 1998 about the grandmother. And that's how the show was installed in Kemolt Prescott Road in Mumbai. So I'll give you a view of how I did, and from there I think we go on to the details of works. So here, for me, I think you would see that this mosquito net occurs and reoccurs in my work. A motive of this temporariness, a temporary feeling which you could just roll down and keep it aside. It became a very intimate thing and at the same time very claustrophobic. One doesn't want to be inside. And so this motive I used for this installation. I sourced these objects from flea market, and it had images from that house with a music loop. What I find interesting is between a knowledge and ignorance, there is a little gap. And this little gap is the area where I'm interested in. It's this area where myths are formed, where your own little folklores are formed, where stories are formed. And it's about this reality which is probably real and not real, where you can imagine. It's that little gap of imagination is something that I'm very interested in. So it's not really a historical documentation, but at the same time, it starts from there. So these are, again, some of these early paintings are small size, very intimate, personal works, gouaches on paper. This is watercolor. I think when I look back at these works, I feel I was approaching to them as more or less like a novella, like almost writing, but I probably can't write, so it was painting. It was almost all those little details that I wanted to either say or hide or speak but not speak. So they always came from these very in-between stages of my experiences.